Hello, my name is Raluca Bacinschi-Stratulat and I am the CEO of IziBAC, which makes learning fun and easy. IziBAC's story, it came to me 7 years ago. When I was a student in the alternative university, I wanted to have an impact in education. I was already a teacher and I was teaching in a really fun way and having amazing results with my pupils. So I decided to take whatever I was doing in the classroom and putting it on an online digital app in order for other pupils to benefit from it as well. And the main pain points that we are struggling and trying to release from the pupils is to increase their, let's say, motivation to study with a game-based application. I personally consider that failure is part of the learning process. If you do not fail or make errors, you do not really have amazing lessons from which to learn. So the app also emphasizes the role of failure in our educational process. Maybe you lose one life if you answer in the wrong way, but you get the opportunity from the app to search for the explanation in order to understand fully and to probably avoid that specific mistake in the future. But it opens the path to explore other mistakes as well. In the first year, the main challenges, because I'm not a software developer, I'm an architect and a teacher, were to find someone who could help me implement the ideas that I had into a real mobile app. So that was my main challenge, to find a suitable person who would agree to accept the challenge. Because I was at the beginning of the road only with a dream and an idea, to say, yes, I'm going to help you and I'm going to put the effort required in. I would say people, people, people. These were the three main ingredients. First of all, people who would help me develop personally and understand the business frame at a general level and also at a national level, because you need to know your specific market and the specific needs of the market. Second of all, people who would believe in my ideas, support emotionally, let's say, and at the same time, people who would give direct feedback, like the users, in order for me to learn, implement the feedback, and grow. The Spotlight played an essential role in the first two categories of people. So it connected me with people who knew the business market, and at the same time it connected me with people who would offer me support in order to grow, and to potential investors, not only to obtain investment but to understand their point of view in order to potentially in the future have an easier investment process. I would say that mentorship was defining, because as long as you do not have a mentor, the idea stays in the stage of a dream. The mentor guides you and helps you to fulfill it and to fully understand why you're here and why you're doing what you are doing. So the why and the how are clearly helped to be answered by a mentor. One of the key metrics is the third people that I mentioned, mainly the users. The number of users, of course, that enter the app, but beyond that, how much time they spend engaged in the app. And of course, we do not only measure the positive metrics, we also try to measure the negative metrics, like their process inside, what pages they go, from which page to which page, and if they follow the pages that we thought they would, or if they go on a separate way, a separate path, and we try to explore why they go on a different path, and to upgrade the app accordingly. So these are the main key metrics. One of the core values that I value personally the most is authenticity, mostly to be human, which means that we embrace mistake, we embrace transparency, and at the same time we embrace being human with whatever that means, with emotions, with ups, with downs. We try to support each other. I think that mostly being authentic, it relieves a lot of us from the pressure of having to be someone else, which takes a lot of energy and effort. So instead of putting that effort into pretending to be fine or to be successful or not to make mistakes, we put the energy into learning, into failing, and into growing the idea further. So I think that authenticity really helps us be more efficient with the energy. Of course. I'm learning several things at the moment because I enjoy continuous learning. I'm also a student in the second year in neuroscience because I'm training to become a neuroscientist and at the same time a psychotherapist. And I'm also engaged in a global workshop on holacracy because I want to organize my company as we scale in a holacratic way, and also I want to build and open democratic schools. So I'm also in the process of studying these types of organizations. And on a spiritual level, I do also study Tantra at the moment. If I would have to link it with the idea that I'm at the moment also studying the holacratic way of organizing, what I enjoy most about being a founder is that I get to put the first stone at the foundation of an amazing house that we are building together. So as a founder, I only see myself with the responsibility of putting the first stone and deciding where to put it. And afterwards, finding the right people who would like to bring their own stones and build together. So I, at the moment, have no other responsibilities as a founder. I'm just part of the company as a colleague, and I'm trying to organize and guide things in a more holacratic and sociocratic way. I think those are my roles, and the main lesson that I've learned is of pointmanship, which pointmanship means that you learn when it is needed for you to step up and be a leader, and when it is needed for you to step down and follow, according to the expertise, to the situations, to how you feel, through what moment you're going in life. So I think leadership is actually about pointmanship.